Riding for Liam, Liam Parker had loved motorcycles for as long as he could remember. While other kids played with action figures or video games, Liam spent hours watching motorcycle races on TV, tracing the outlines of sleek bikes in magazines and sketching his dream ride in his notebooks. He used to sit on his dad's old motorcycle in the garage, gripping the handlebars, closing his eyes, and imagining the wind rushing past his face as he sped down an open road. He wasn't riding anymore. He wasn't even going outside much. At just 12 years old, he was fighting a battle far greater than any he had ever imagined. Cancer. The disease had drained his energy, stolen his strength, and left him confined to his bed for most of the day. His once bright blue eyes had dulled with exhaustion, and his skinny frame was a far cry from the boy who used to run through the backyard, pretending to race motorcycles with his friends. Liam's parents, Sarah and Mike, were heartbroken. They had tried everything to keep his spirits up. Movies, books, even a small electric toy motorcycle. But nothing seemed to bring back the light in his eyes. Then, one night, as Sarah scrolled through social media, an idea struck her. She typed out a simple post and hit share. Our son Liam is battling cancer. He loves motorcycles more than anything. If you're a biker and happen to pass by our street, a quick rev or wave might make his day. She didn't expect much. Maybe a few local riders would see it, and if they were in the area, they might drive by. Just enough to make Liam smile, even for a moment. But the post took on a life of its own. It was shared again and again. Motorcycle clubs, solo riders, and biking communities across the state picked it up. Within days, thousands of people had seen it. And then, on a chilly Saturday morning, Liam Street came alive with the sound of roaring engines. At first, Liam thought he was dreaming. The deep rumble of motorcycles echoed through the neighbourhood, growing louder and louder. He struggled to sit up in bed, his weak body barely able to lift itself. His dad rushed in, his face filled with excitement. "Come on, buddy, you need to see this." Carefully, Mike lifted Liam into his arms and carried him outside, wrapping a thick blanket around his frail shoulders. Liam's breath caught in his throat. The street, his quiet little suburban street, was packed with motorcycles. Hundreds of them, riders in black leather jackets, full riding gear, and casual clothes sat astride their bikes, revving their engines and waving at him. Some had taped signs to their bikes. Ride for Liam. Stay strong, little rider. Bikers never ride alone. Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes as she knelt beside Liam's wheelchair. They came for you, sweetheart. Liam's lips quivered, then slowly curled into a smile. A real, genuine smile. The first in weeks. One of the bikers, a tall, burly man with a silver beard and a vest covered in patches, stepped forward and knelt beside Liam. His name was Jack, and he had been riding for over 30 years. "You ever sat on a real bike, kid?" Jack asked, his voice gentle. Liam's eyes widened and he nodded. "A long time ago. My dad's bike." Jack smiled and held out a helmet. "Well, today you're riding with us." Liam's parents hesitated, but Jack and a few other bikers reassured them. With the utmost care, they lifted Liam onto Jack's Harley, making sure he was secure. For a few minutes, he wasn't sick. He wasn't the boy in the hospital bed. He was a biker. Jack started the engine, and the vibrations ran through Liam's body. His heart pounded with excitement. The bikers revved their engines in unison, filling the air with a thunderous roar. Liam laughed, a full, joyful laugh that made everyone watching tear up. They didn't take him far, just a slow ride down the street and back. But for Liam, it was everything. As the weeks passed, more bikers came. Some brought small gifts, motorcycle keychains, racing magazines, even a leather jacket made just for him. They called him Little Rider and treated him like one of their own. And then, something even more incredible happened. Liam got better. The doctors couldn't explain it fully, but they believed the happiness, love, and sense of purpose he found in those bikers played a role in his recovery. His body grew stronger. His spirit came back. A year later, on his 13th birthday, Liam stood in front of his house, healthy and smiling, as a familiar rumble filled the air. The bikers had returned, this time for a different reason. Jack, the bearded rider who had first put him on a bike, stepped forward and handed Liam a brand new motorcycle helmet. "It's time," Jack said, grinning. "You ready for your first real ride?" Liam took the helmet, his heart racing, more than ever. That day, for the first time, Liam didn't just sit on the back of a bike. He rode one. The boy who once lay in bed dreaming of motorcycles was now riding his own. And as he sped down the open road, surrounded by the bikers who had become his family, he knew one thing for certain. He would never ride alone again.